What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and I am going to be walking you guys through my 100K editing contest video, which is going to be very different than any other editing contest I've done before. A bunch of you guys were asking me to do an editing contest for 100K. At first, I didn't really want to, but I thought of a good idea, and it may work pretty well. It may not work that well, and I guess we'll find out. But either way, I'm going to give it a shot because I have no intentions of doing another plain, boring editing contest. I don't know. I've done so many of them. It's just seems to be losing its excitement now. So I wanted to try something a little bit new. This is going to be a little bit different. If any of you guys are sports fans, you'll understand what's going on here. But basically, it's going to be a type of contest where the winner will be a winner and get awarded that first place spot because of their ability to adapt and be universal, and their ability to basically be able to edit to any style or any genre, and basically their ability to be overall just a good editor, because if someone's really a good editor, they can edit to more than one style and more than one type of music. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted the winner of the contest to really be awarded for all their effort, and basically, yeah, that's all there really is to it. So basically how it's going to work is it's going to be similar to, like I said, if you guys are sports fans, you'll understand this. It'll be similar to like a playoff bracket. So when the contest starts, there'll be, it'll just be normal. You guys can use whatever clips you want, just like my 85K editing contest. You guys can use any songs you want as long as they're not copywritten. You will have to use the intro that you saw at the beginning of this video, which will be my 100K contest intro. If you don't use it, your entry won't count, it won't be placed. So you have to use the intro. You have to say somewhere in the video that the intro, or that the video is for my contest. You can just put text in there or whatever you want to do. It's got to be in the video, it can't be in the title. And basically, once I get all those initial entries out of the way, I'm going to go through them. After the deadline, which will be November 30th, I'll go through all the entries and I'll pick out top 16. Now, these 16 people, there won't be a first place, second place, third place, just based out of those. If you guys look on the screen right now, I'll show you guys an example of a playoff bracket. This was from the NHL Stanley Cup Finals last year, and basically how it works is there are going to be 16 winners, and I'm going to draw them out of a hat and match them up randomly, and they'll be matched up with one other editor, again completely random, and they'll be put into each individual brackets. And there will be 4 different challenges for each step or each bracket. So for the initial one, like you guys can see on the edges there, there's 4 separate matchups on each side. I will pick a random genre of music out of a hat. There will be 4 different genres. The first one's going to be rap and or trap music, so you guys can pick whichever one of those you feel more comfortable with. The second group of music is going to be EDM or electronic or D&B, more like the milder electronic music. The third genre is going to be glitch or dubstep, so like really glitchy electronic music, or it doesn't even have to be electronic music, just glitchy music, or heavier electronic music will be in that category. And then the fourth one will be rock and or metal and or hardcore, whatever you guys feel more comfortable with. I wanted to make sure that each genre had more than one type of music, so you guys felt comfortable picking whichever one you think you'd be stronger suited for. So I'll pick that genre out of a hat, and everyone in that initial bracket will have to edit to that genre. Now, the initial to place in the top 16, it's going to be a month and a half is the time limit, but for the actual brackets, it's just going to be 2 weeks for the time limit. So you'll edit to that genre to the best of your ability. There won't be a clip requirement, so it can be a 1-clip edit or a 10-clip edit, whatever you want to do. And I'll basically pick whoever's better from each bracket, and those people will be moving on to the next matchup. So as you guys can see on the bracket on the screen, the winners from the first matchups went on to face the winners, of the adjacent brackets. So again, just repetitive. I'll pick another genre out of a hat, and you guys will have to edit to that genre again. Again, I'll pick the winner. It'll be 2 weeks, and then you'll move on to the third bracket. 2 weeks, you'll have to edit to whatever genre I pick out of the hat, and you'll move on to the next bracket. Once the finals comes, whatever the fourth, the only genre that I haven't picked so far, that'll obviously be the genre that they'll have to edit to, and whoever the winner is will win all the prizes. So that's the motivation. I know it's a lot, and it's 4 edits that you guys are gonna have to do to win instead of just 1. But I think this is gonna be fun, and I think it's gonna be really rewarding for whoever gets the first place entry, because they're gonna get all the prizes instead of, you know, first getting a big prize, second getting a smaller prize, and third getting a little bit of a smaller prize. Whoever gets first place is just gonna get all the prizes. And I wanted to make it something that was worth it and was good enough of a prize to motivate you guys to want to enter this contest, especially when there's other contests going on right now, and I realized that. So basically, there's going to be a bunch of different prizes, but the first place winner will get some money, of course. It's not going to be too much, but they will get some money. They will get a year's sub box on my channel. They will get a year's supply of Gamma GFUEL, and they will get to feature, I don't know how many I'm going to do yet, but they'll get to feature a certain amount of edits on my channel just to help get them recognition. And the runner-ups, the second and third place, will still get, you know, some sort of consolation prize, but it won't be as big as obviously the first place winner is going to get. They're going to probably just get, you know, some Gamma or whatever. I am going to showcase their edits, obviously, on my channel. And whoever wins this whole contest will get all 4 of their edits, or all 5 of their edits, I guess, that they did throughout this contest, and they'll just be put together into one kind of, you know, compilation, and you guys get to see how they made it to the finals and how they won all the prizes. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I can't really, you know, give you guys anything that you don't already have other than money, and in order to have a big enough cash prize to motivate you to do all this and go through all these different steps, I'd have to give you a lot of money, and then I can't afford that. So the only other thing I have to offer you guys is recognition. So that's what the whole point of this contest is pretty much going to be. If you guys remember, FaZe had a recruitment challenge, and basically it was the same type of thing. Obviously there was 5 winners and they got to join FaZe, but throughout that contest there was so much recognition for these people that were competing, and you know, their names were being thrown around every day, and you got to see all their entries in every step of the recruitment challenge. And basically by the end of it, even the people that didn't actually win and join FaZe, I can think of a few examples, like Adapt is one of them, and there's a few others that they got, you know, 40 or 50,000 subscribers just from being in the challenge. So even though they didn't get to join FaZe, which was their ultimate goal, they had a huge benefit from this sort of thing. And that's what I'm kind of trying to do with this contest. Just do something a little bit different, so that even if you don't win first place, you're going to be featured on my channel every step of the way. And that's going to help you guys get recognition. Obviously, I'm not as big of a channel as FaZe, but it should get you guys a few thousand subscribers and get you out there a little bit. The winner, I am going to let them, you know, obviously try to hook them up with some bigger edits, some FaZe edits, and, you know, do whatever I can to make it worth going through all this trouble. But, you know, everyone that enters the contest should get some sort of recognition and benefit from this, at least a little bit. And throughout the contest, I'm going to be featuring all the edits that I think, if you guys are familiar with Danny Barron and his editing contest, basically the entries that he liked throughout whenever he saw a good entry, it didn't mean it was going to place if he did this, but when he saw a good entry for his contest, he would upload it to his channel and just try to help that person get some recognition. So that's what I'm going to do every time I see a good entry. I'm going to upload it to my channel, and then at the end, after the winners are announced and everything dies down a little bit, then I'm probably going to upload what I think, you know, was the best of each genre or something like that, just to try to get everyone that entered as much recognition as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So basically this contest is just going to be, you know, if you're excited about the prizes, that's cool, but otherwise just, you know, do it for fun, do it to challenge yourself, try editing to something that's not your typical, you know, not your normal cup of tea, not your expertise, and you know, just challenge yourself. And the winner will, other than the prizes, they'll really get to brag at the fact that they can edit to any genre, and that's really an ultimate, you know, test of their skills and of their abilities as an editor, which I think is something that makes them deserve that first place spot. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I know this was a little bit of a lengthy video, but remember, all the requirements for the initial entries are on the screen right now. So make sure you follow all those rules. Make sure you get your entries in by November 30th, and I will pick a top 16 and we'll go from there. It should be pretty fun. I just wanted to try something a little bit different, and something to try to maybe spark a little creativity and get a couple of you guys maybe excited to edit Call of Duty. And Ghosts will be out soon too. So after the initial, after the qualifiers, there will be a new game to edit. So you guys will have probably more motivation than you do now, I'm assuming. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully you guys like this idea. Definitely comment in the comment section if you think there's anything that I missed or anything that I need to consider for this contest. But I think it'll be good, and throughout, it'll take a few months to complete this whole thing. So I think throughout that, a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of recognition, and you probably, you're going to benefit from it quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully you guys are excited about this idea. I promise to try to bring you guys something different, and this is the best way I could think of to do it. So if you have any questions, feel free to PM me or comment them, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. But hopefully you guys enjoy this 100K editing contest, and I will catch you on the next upload. Peace.